everybody, it's me, Julie. But you didn't expect to see me. I'm also a qualified exercise teacher as well as the other job I used to do. So today we're going to do a little bit of exercise. I'm going to show you how to use these stretchy bands. But before we do that, we have to warm up. When you do this at home, it's very important that you always warm up first. Never just start doing the exercises when you're not warm, because you can cause damage. And it's also important to have a good posture. So I'm going to give you the correct posture, then I'm going to warm you up, then I'll show you the exercises, and then at the end we'll have a stretch, because it's also very important to stretch after you've used them to make sure that you don't get stiff and that you don't get aches and pains the next day. So let's begin. So if you're sat down in a chair, then you're going to see if you can shuffle your bottom forward a little bit and your feet are flat on the floor, okay? We don't want you to be on your tiptoes. You make sure your heels are down. If you're in a wheelchair, again, make sure your feet are flat on your stand that your feet are standing on, all right? Pull your tummies in and pull up tall. I want you to grow an inch up to the ceiling, and that's the posture I want you to try and keep the whole time. Alright, so we're not going to use this just yet, so at the moment you can just place it in your lap or hang it over the chair or whatever you want to put it. Put one on the floor. So we're going to first of all warm up your shoulders, and we're starting off just by lifting and lowering. Now it's very important you always do your shoulders before doing your neck, because your neck is very, very delicate and the muscles and the bones in your neck are very small. So you never start with your neck, you always start with your upper body. So we're going to do some little circles, and we're just going to warm those shoulders up, and then we're going to make them go forward. So you arch your back and you cave your chest in, so you're opening out your shoulder blades at the back, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you open the shoulder blades around your back, close your shoulder blades, open your chest. And one more, bring the back of your hands together and then open out. And one more, bring the back of your hands together and open out. Now put your hands on your shoulders and we're going to circle. If this is too uncomfortable, if it hurts your shoulders or if it's too big, you just keep doing it without the elbows out, just with your arms by your side. As long as you're circling, and then if you've got good mobility and you want to work a little bit bigger, you can do a full circle. That's an optional choice, and if it's too much, you can stay with the elbows or just with the shoulders. Okay, now place your hands on your lap, and we're going now to your neck now that your shoulders are warm. So we're starting off just by looking to one side, remembering that tall posture, no slouching. I can see you. I can see you there. Don't be sitting like this. Sit up straight, thank you. Here we go. And the other way. That's lovely. And each time, see if you can look a little bit further. So the first few times you might only be able to see the side of the room, but as you warm up you might be able to look to the back corner. And then we're going to add some twists. So your spine is lots of bones like this. So we're going to do each one individually. So we do your neck, then your shoulders, then your chest, then your torso, and you twist, and you come back the other way. So your waist, your chest, your shoulders, your head, and then we go that way. Head, shoulders, waist, torso, and back. Waist, chest, shoulders, head, last of all, okay? Like a concertina. So we're going to do a few of those. So we turn this way, and then back, and the other way, and then back. So that's just warmed us up a little bit. Okay, now we need to warm up your hands because we're going to be gripping those bands quite forcefully. So before we do, we need to just wiggle your fingers and see if you can just make a fist and stretch, make a fist and stretch, just to get the blood pumping, and you can go as fast or as slow as you want. And then we're going to just touch fingers to thumbs, get those hands going. If it hurts, if it's aching to hold your hands up here, you can do it down. You don't have, I'm just holding my hands up so that you can see them on the film, but you can put them down if that's easier. And shake. Shake up, and shake down. shake out, shake in. Do it again, shake up, shake down, shake out, shake in. Right, you should be a bit looser now. So you pick up your band and we're going to do various exercises. We're going to do ones for the big muscles in your arms. We're also going to do some for the very small, the little rotator cuff, which is on the inside of your shoulder. Now, I'm only going to do one set of each because we've got 15 minutes for this film. But when you're at home, you'll be able to do this section as many times as you want. You may do it every day, and then as you get used to them, you may do this bit twice, or even 3 times in fact. But just for the purposes of this, I'm just going to show you each one once. So, the first thing you do is you put your hands through the band, it's around your wrists, okay? And there's 3 V, the shape of a letter V. So first of all, you pull out like this, that's like an upside down letter V. Then level with your chest, that's like a level chest letter V. And then up here, high letter V. Now, if that's too painful or it's too uncomfortable, just go as high as what feels right for you. So this is fine, this is fine. However, if high, you can get up here, that's amazing. And it's up to you where you go. So we're going to do 3 in a row. So we've got high V, middle V, low down V, and then we go back up. Now, when you go back up, keep the tension. Don't let it go floppy because it will fall down and it's pointless, you're not doing anything. If you keep it tight, you're exercising all the way up. So it goes out and down, out and down, out and go back up. Start again. Out and down, out and that's it. Excellent. And all the way up. I can see you know. One more. Out and down, out and down, out and rest. So you can do that up to 10 times. At one after the other, but always remembering that posture. You've still got a tall spine, and the very, very important is where you've got your shoulders. There's a tendency when you put your arms up to do this with your shoulders, especially when it gets hard. People hunch up like this, okay? So that's quite dangerous because it can hurt your neck. So shoulders down, neck long. Imagine you tucking your shoulder blades in your back pockets. Keep them down. So that when your arms go up, your shoulders are not up here like this, down, okay? That's the correct posture. Now the next one is what we call a dumb waiter. And the reason we call it a dumb waiter, Faulty Towers, Manuel, he goes, I know nothing, I'm from Barcelona, and that's the action. So, it's in the same place as before, it's around your wrists, but this time you've got your elbows tucked right into your waist, and all you're going to do is you're going to imagine you're holding a big tray of canapes. You go out and you go in, so your elbows stay tucked in for the whole time, and that's why it's called a dumb waiter. I know nothing, I'm from Barcelona. Now if that's tricky, if your band's rolling, it doesn't matter if your palms are facing up, or if you find it easier to put your palms facing each other, you can do it that way. It doesn't matter, up or out. Then you do a few of those, we do 5. Then you keep the same shape, but you come to here. Now, this is where I lose eye contact with you because the band is level with your eyes. Okay? So for now, don't be hiding because I can't see you, because I'll know if you've cheated. So from here, it's out and in. Now note that my elbows and my hands are parallel. They're saying, I'm not going like this, I'm not going like this. They move together, parallel, out and in. And the band is level with your eyes. Okay? So we do 4 dumb waiters and 4 high waiters. So it's 1, 2, remember that posture, sit up tall. Then a high waiter, put the band level with your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll find that's much harder than the ones you did before because the rotator cuff It's a very small muscle inside your shoulder, and we don't use it as often as the big muscles in your arms. So you don't do as many. You only do maybe 4 or 5 sets of that exercise a day. The last one is your bow and arrow, your Robin Hood. Okay, so this time we're going to change the grip. So now you're going to hold the band. Hold it in both hands, okay? The first thing you do is you put your hand on your knee. You've got a tight hold of it, and the other hand you pull. So this should be easier because these are muscles we use all the time for lifting shopping up or lifting bags up off the floor. So you're pulling and you do a few on each arm. You might do 6 or 8 on this arm, and then you change 6 or 8 on this arm. Keeping the same grip, you're going to do a press forward. So you keep your elbows tucked in, the same as the dumb waiter, but this time you press it forward. You press and in. And again, you can do between 6 and 8 of these because this is your strong, big muscles, and you change sides and you'll do 6 or 8, depending how you're feeling. Okay, then the next one is your bow and arrow. So imagine Robin Hood, you've got your bow. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this one. So you've got your straight arm, level with your shoulder, like you were doing archery. You've got hold of your bow, and this one, it pulls back. And you see how much we've stretched that band. Really big pull. But don't twist, I've just twisted to show you. It's facing the front, feet flat on the floor, or on your stand if you're in a chair. Sit up tall, arm, bow out, pull back your arrow, chest height. Okay, that's lovely. Keep sitting up tall. Change sides. Has anyone hit the bullseye yet? You get 100 points if you hit the bullseye. And again, you can do between 6 and 8 of those because again, those are big, strong muscles. And the last one is a bicep curl. So you've still got hold of it in your hands. You're putting it down on the knee again, and this time you're tucking up. So I'll turn sideways again so you can see your elbows tucked in and you're pulling. So you're just bending your arm, pulling up. And you should feel that working, this muscle here, this is your bicep. Okay, so it goes up and down, up and down. And the same on the other arm, up and down, up and down. So just to recap those 4, holding the hand grip, you've got pullbacks at the knee. Okay, you've got press forward. You've got bow and arrow, which is the same as the other one, but just a lot bigger. And then you've got bicep curls, which is curling and curling. So again, you can do between 6 and 8 of those because they're big, strong muscles as well. And as the days go on, as you get stronger, you might repeat all those and you might do that twice. Now, very, very importantly, once you've done all your exercises and your shoulders are aching, we must stretch them off. So we first of all stretch our neck. Place your hands on your knees, sitting up tall. You're going to tilt your head forward so that your chin tucks into your chest. So we're going down like this. Keep your back tall and you're just tucking your chin into your chest so you're feeling the stretch down the back of your neck. Come up. Now bring your arms forward. If you're able to clasp your fingers, then do so. But if that hurts, if you've got arthritis in your hands or anything, you don't have to clasp your fingers. You can just place your hands together. You're going to round your shoulder blades, tuck your chest in, press forward. I'll turn sideways so you can see what that looks like. Like you round your shoulders, press forward. And that's a stretch across the back of your shoulders with your chin tucked into your chest. And release. If you're able to, if you've got room between the back of your chair and your back, you can place your hands on the seat of your chair, and once you're down on the seat, squeeze your elbows towards each other, lift your chest and look up a little bit, and you should feel that stretching here across the front of your chest, the front of your arms. And we hold each stretch for about 20 seconds. I'm just rushing because of the time for this film, but you would hold it as long as it feels nice and release. Then the arms. You take one arm out in front, bring it across, and then you hold it into yourself. So it's like giving yourself a hug. But it's very, very important that you don't pull the joint, because if you pull a joint like that, that can cause damage. So only hold this squishy part or that squishy part and hold it into your body so that you feel a stretch here. And it's the same on the other side, holding it into your body. Remember that posture, no slack. See, a few of you have gone like this now. Keep that posture up and release. Then we're going up. Now you have two choices. This one is the harder of the two. So if you can get your arm here with your elbow to the ceiling, that's the hardest. If that's too much, the alternative is to put it over the shoulder. And with the other hand, you just ease that elbow up. So you're holding it here. Or if you are taking the hard option, you're holding it here. And that's stretching the back of your arm. And it's the same with the other one. So either over your shoulder or over the shoulder that way. And you hold it here or you hold it here. And again, you've got to hold that for at least 20 seconds. And then we're going to finish off by doing some seat belts. So imagine you're in a car. We're going to reach up. It's a really big high seat belt, and it's the front seat belts aren't working, so you've got to reach with back seat belts. Get the seat belt, look at it, get it, and then come down and click it in the clicker, the holster, whatever it is, and twist. And then the same the other way. Big seat belt, look at it, get hold of it, pull it round, twist, stick it in, and hold it there. Take a deep breath, breathe in, and breathe out. And one more, breathe in, and breathe out, and circle round, and circle round.